Hello everybody, welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're gonna bust some bananas as Momo Ayase from Dandadan. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using the standard pointer, we put the 15 to charisma. She's got confidence out the ears, and that dance was an instant hit. Next we'll put the 14 to dexterity. She's not afraid to throw hands, and not just the ghost ones. After that, we'll put the 13 to wisdom for some supernatural perception. We'll put the 12 into constitution to take a hit, and the 10 to intelligence. Lastly, we'll dump strength. You don't need a lot to headlock a nerd. With species, I'm gonna assume Momo's a human unless she ends up having some sort of psychic entity fused to her brain, in which case go Kalishtar. We'll get reserves for taking performance and the tough feat. We'll make a custom background putting our increases in charisma and dexterity and taking arcana perception, the lucky feat, and painter supplies. You know, for giggles. Moving out of class, we're going to start off as a monk. Momo was throwing regular hands before she started throwing ghost hands. We'll get strength and dexterity saving throws and take acrobatics and religion for skills. We'll also be proficient with monk weapons and the disguise kit. I have never seen an anime character with as many outfits as Momo, and I saw my dress up darling. At level 1 we'll get martial arts and unarmored defense, and level 2 we'll get monk's focus, unarmored movement, and uncanny metabolism. At level 3 we'll get deflect attacks and our monastic tradition. We're going to go with the way of the astral self, getting arms of the astral self for ghost hands. We're now going to multiclass the sorcerer, getting innate sorcery and 4 cantrips. We'll take mage hand for a grabby hand, prestidigitation for effects, thunderclap for a shockwave and message because what psychic doesn't have telepathy? I didn't see it mentioned, but she's bound to get it eventually. Plus, our subclass is gonna have it baked in anyway. I'll also get 2 spells taking Mage Armor for a smidge more AC and Shield to block. At level 2 we'll get Quantum Magic and Meta Magic. Glad to see they put these on the same level now. It always bugged me that they weren't before. We'll take Heightened Spells to make our spells more likely to land, and Twin Spell to double up. We'll take Featherfall for Glider Hands because what is fall damage, and then Thunder Wave for a close-ranged Moe Kikoho. Heads up, I've only seen the anime so far, and fandom wikis are as bad as ever at describing things, so this one is hard to nail down for me. I know she apparently gets a combo move with Gigi that improves her range, so that tells me this move is supposed to be close range. At level 3 we'll get our Sorceress Origin taking Aberrant Mind. That's right, on top of refusing to just call it our Sorcerer subclass, I also refuse to just call it Aberrant Sorcery. Whoever was put in charge of naming things in the new rules needs to be demoted. They are not ready for this position. We get telepathic speech as well as mind sliver, arms of Hadar for offensive ghost arms, dissonant whispers, calm emotions, and detect thoughts. Real quick, the old aberrant mind and clockwork soul let you swap out spells from their expended list for other spells that were of certain classes and schools. The new versions don't do that anymore. While I'm disappointed about this, I also understand why it was done. Just like I also understand why they had to nerf my spiritual weapon. We'll also take Hold Person and Levitate for more grabby hand stuff. At level 4 we'll take the Resilient feat, rounding wisdom and getting wisdom saves. We'll take Chill Touch for an offensive grabby hand and Detect Magic to sense ghosts. At level 5 we'll get Sorceress Restoration as well as Hunger of Hadar and Sending from our subclass. Ignore the first and call the other a text message. We'll also take See Invisibility and Self Rebarbs from Strixhaven for Smack Talk. At level 6 we'll get Psionic Sorcery and Psychic Defenses and take Protection from Energy for resistances. At level 7 we'll get Sorcery Incarnate and Avard's Black Tentacles for a Ghost Hand Barrage. We'll also get Summon Apparition. Choose the Mind Flayer option and you've got a friendly Serpoian. We'll also take Earthbind from Xanathars to ground flying enemies. At level 8 we'll raise our charisma and take Enhance ability for superhuman feats, mostly mental ones. At level 9 we'll get Rary's Telepathic Bond and Telekinesis from our subclass, as well as Expeditious Retreat to sprint and Jump to jump good. At level 10 we'll get another Meta Magic taking Distance Spell as well as Blade Ward to fill the slot and Bakery's Hand for the ultimate grabber. At level 11 we'll take Sunbeam for a bigger spammable Kikoho. Because if you're literally gonna copy Tien's signature move, it's basically guaranteed that you're gonna copy his last good moment at some point. Bonus points if they somehow reference Stevie Z Abridged when they do it. I'm personally hoping for So Freaking Nettled. At level 12 we're going to cap a charisma, at level 13 we'll take Hold Monster for bigger grabs. At level 14 we'll get Revelation and Flash, giving us a cheap glowing transformation with a fly speed to go super psychic. At level 15 we'll take Tasha's Otherworldly Guides for a different transformation option, one that improves our melee capabilities. Lastly, at Sorcerer level 16 and Monk level 4 we'll get the boons of Fate and Fortitude, overclocking our charisma. Having Turbo Granny around brings a lot of luck, and Momo takes an absurd amount of punishment. We'll also get Slow Fall from Monk for a solo fall break. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. Our AC with unarmored defense is 15, our move speed is 40, and our average HP is 187 with 48 and 16d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we're great at holding enemies down and opening them up for combos. We've also got some excellent ranged and AoE damage options, incredible HP for a caster, and some decent melee capabilities. Tasha's even lets us use our astral arms with our overclocked charisma. For weaknesses, we are supremely limited on focus points, meaning we're basically only going to use them for our astral arms. And frankly, if we ever have to use them, then several things must have gone wrong. Also, we've got a lot of features that use our bonus action or our concentration, so we'll have to choose what we want to do and when we want to do it. Weaknesses aside, we're the heart and soul of this courageous party. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gets you 2-day early access to my videos and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time when I make Aoi Toto from Jujutsu Kaisen.